Morning all, welcome to Grandad's allotment. Planting out day of the day, so peas and beans first, and then I'll see what else I've got. I'll show you what I'm doing. Right guys, I'm starting putting my peas in. I've just prepared the bed, I've just given it a light hoeing over, get the surface weeds off. I've topped it off with a bit of compost, so it's nice and fresh on the top. I'm going to get my peas in, which are Hearst green shaft, these ones. So I've got my little bit of wire fencing. I'm going to put them along there on both sides. Nice and easy. I've got another second set sown already. Put in other beds. This bed sort of protects them a little bit from the wind and chill. I mean, we're still getting snow yesterday, sleet. So it's the middle of May. But this will protect them a little bit. If needs be, I can hire a bit of fleece over the top. Now, not every one of these sows are germinated, but it doesn't really matter. It's right on the other side. Some of these are a little bit little and they will die off, but not to worry, I need to get them out, I need the space. But hopefully being protected a little bit, it should be alright. See, they've got a good root system on them. You know, they need to be out. Got a load of stuff now that needs to be out, but we've had really weird weather and really frosts when we're not due them, snow when it's not due. I mean, I was out for a walk yesterday up Hadrian's Wall, and I was in a snowstorm and all sorts, you know, and it's the middle of May. Right, that'll do for that. So I'm putting other stuff in here. The peas will just be up that back corner. Right, I've got another set and I'm going to put my beans out. Show you what I'm doing with that. Right guys, I'm going to put my beans out. So these are my runner beans. Guinness World Record, I think they are. Just get my little bowl. So these are just going to go into here. I'm just going to get the top of light going over. Get rid of any surface weeds. It's not that many, but you just cut the tops off. Keep doing it. I'll get rid of them. It's normally just chickweed or dandelion. We cut the tops off for top coat. Right, I'm only going to put these ones in this row along here. So. Quick turn over. Don't go too deep with them, but if you just I don't know what you call them, but a little surface top. I don't dig this bed, I don't do anything. Well, I don't dig any of the beds. Just put a bit more compost over the top every year, bit grilled fish and bone. Right, let's see what we've got. Like I say, these are Guinness World Record. They need to be out because they're pot bound. I don't know if you can see that, but they're desperate. I'll just open it up a bit. Get them in. They're starting to creep up there, and they eventually creep right over the top, and the beans will hang down. And these are saved seeds of my own. I've grown these for probably 3 years now. Take my hands off. Touching the ground. Again, I might lose these, but I need them out, I need the space. This bean beds in constantly, I don't change it, the position of it at all. It's been in for about 3 years now. And I have it so that it grows over the archway. Really. It's got leaves underneath. Take them off. And that bean's actually grown upside down. So it's been upside down and it's looped itself back. If you can see that. But it's gonna go, so I'll put different beans on the other side. See, these are my runner beans. I've already got my broad beans planted out elsewhere in the garden. We'll start and twist ourselves up. I think we're going to get rain. I can feel it. Let's get these in and I can do some work in the greenhouse. You see how desperate they are. Growing together. Yeah, that's definitely rain, I can feel it. Let's get these in. Well, I'm not need of water them anyway. If it's raining. That's cool. Take the leaves off that's touching the ground. So what off. One more we're going to put. Excellent. Right, I think I'm going to put a few onions in here, or maybe some beetroot. Right. Right, that's my beans in. Right now guys, so this little area here is on the arch, and I've got in my garlic, which is sort of overwintering, but I've got this little space here with the mesh. I'm going to use this for sweet peas, just so it'll eventually trail up the arch. So again, with my little hoe, I'm going to give it a good loosen up, take anything off. Around any loose weeds, are just little chickweeds and stuff. I tend to these beds cover with leaves at the end of each year, and around my garlic, when I plant my garlic, I top dress them with leaves. It just keeps the weeds at bay a bit. So I've loosened that right up. I'm going to actually scoop some out, because the sweet peas I've got are in fairly big pots already. So if I can scoop, I'm more or less replacing it with what's in the pots. So you can see the roots are coming out the pots. They need podding up. So them sweet peas in the pots have actually, let me use one of these Spencer Wave Mix. They've more or less replaced what the soil I've just scraped out, but I will backfill it. These are actually soaking wet because I've just watered in the greenhouse, and they're sitting in trays of water, so these will eventually climb up here. Two more pots in, I think. You see how good the soil is for the worms. Roots on them. Right, I think we've got one more in. I've got over here. Right, next one. See how many worms are here? You know, just. And this, remember, these beds are lasagna beds, so they're made with rubbish basically. So it's cardboard. On the bottom it's bits of wood, sticks, tree cuttings. Then it's cardboard, bits of compost, grass cuttings, leaves, and then it's really only the top layer that's got a bit of spent compost on, and just every year a leaf mould on the top. And that's about it. A few chicken pellets every now and again. That's it. You've got great compost with loads of worms. Right, that's the sweet peas done. I'm going to do the other side now. I'll not bore you with that one. Right guys, brassica bed this one. So what did I have in here last year? Onions, Jap onions, and purple Brussels sprouts by the looks of it. So again, just a quick thrown over. You can see how soft it is. You know, get ready to the bottom of that bed, and so this is just rubbish basically, compost, you know, stuff off glass cuttings, leaves, bark chippings, you know, start off with sort of twigs and cuttings, shrub cuttings at the bottom, and then a top dress every year with dry leaves. And I've got 2 bags of this compost left, so I'm going to use that to build it up a bit. So this is the compost I bought by the ton. It's recycled green waste, peat free. You can see, you know, it's lovely stuff. Yeah, there's bits of twigs in it, but that's what you need. So, brassicas in here. What am I going to do? I've got some Romanesco collies, one for each corner. Spring greens. I think I'll go up the middle, like that, and that's 2 spring greens there. Right, I'll stop you there and I'll come back when I'm done. Right, that's the cabbages and collie planted. I've got the hoops on. I'm just going to net them up now, but I need to get the camera in because it's starting to rain. Right, just coming in the greenhouse. I don't know if you can hear, but it's now starting to down to rain. So I'm not going to get that net over for a bit till it stops. So I'll have to find something to do in here. Right guys, I'm going to do a bit more popping up when it's raining outside, so see what I've got. Need some more peas doing. Diamond beans, French beans, Philippi beans. I'll use this for my peas. Some people have commented about my potting bench and the height of it. I built it high, waist high, so I'm not sort of stooping all the time when I'm potting. And to be honest, it's worked really well. It's just a little old trough I had, and deeper at this side, flat at that side. And it's working really well, to be honest. Right, so these are early onward. Two to each cell. Some people do them in gutters, some people do them in you know, full seed trays. I've done them multiples of ways, and to be honest, I don't think it makes any difference. You can place these a little bit better, but I don't really have big beds to do gutter peas. But you know, whatever works. At least for these, I can stick them around a little teepee in every bed. You know, so I have one in each of the beds. Stick a few pea sticks in. Two for them. Push them in. I always do successional sowings of peas. Do one early and then a couple afterwards. Just let's say, because I tend to stick them in where I've got a bit of space so I can put a teepee in. I use the cuttings. I've got a willow arch back at home in the garden, and I sort of coppice that every year for pea sticks, because it grows about 2 foot every year. So I always coppice that and use that for my pea sticks. Right, that's my pea early onward. Where's my... No, I put it in there. I know what they are. Right, beans. I think I'll do a tray of each ones. I'll keep these in the greenhouse for now. Just till I did plant some of these much earlier, but they've rotted off, to be honest. It was just too cold for them to germinate, so they rotted. So these are Belotti dwarf French beans. And you keep these for the beans, actually, not the pods. They're not like a French bean. You use these as dry beans in stews and cassoulets and things like that. Oh, look at that! Just enough for two in each cell. Right, so I'll use my stick. If anybody's wondering what these are, they're not lolly sticks. They're a bit bigger than lolly sticks. They're actually tongue depressors for sticking down your mouth. But they do sort of rot off with the, you can compost them if they, instead of needing bits of plastic in your beds and stuff. They will rot down eventually. That's my Belottis. Again, another tray of these. Right, I'll not bore you too much with that. Right, there we go. That's 5 sets of trays of beans done. We've got dwarf French beans, purple potted ones. We've got dwarf French beans, Barlotto. We've got some climbing French beans, violet potted. Some climbing French beans, Cobra. And we've got some climbing beans, yard long. And I've also done a tray of chop chow as well. Apologies for the rain, but it's stopping down again. Right, I'll see what else I can do. So guys, it's not rain, it's hail, and it's the middle of May. What's the chances of that, eh? I just hope the stuff I've just planted out doesn't get too shocked. But what can you do? I think we're probably going to get a thunder and lightning storm as well. Never mind. Right guys, last potting up of today. We've done some Golden Hind Swede there, some purple top Milan turnips, some white milky turnips, a couple of pots of cucumbers. So I'll show you what I've got on in here. Peas just done. There are my flowers. But the seeds I've just planted up, marigolds are coming on well, and what others. I'm going to start my onions next. That's my next plan, but that'll be for another day. Right guys, that's me done for today. I'm going to head off, and I'll pop this video up. Right, see you on the next one.